Hola everyone, it's Jackie from Skype and Latina, and I want to start off by saying Happy New Year to you all. I wish you all many blessings and happiness and joy in the new year. As always, I wish you all the best always, but I just wanted to say Happy New Year, and I wish you all lots of joy and happiness. I really think that's what we all need more of, more joy and happiness in our lives. You know, you smile at someone and they smile at someone and then keep going and going and going. So, Happy New Year, you all. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, and I wish you a very, very, very happy and safe weekend. It's Friday here, and I know that I'm late, but better late than never. This is my video in response to TheCoCoMartha's tag video. I was going to do it as soon as I came back up to my room, and believe it or not, guys, I have not been back in my room since my last video, which was what, 2 weeks ago. This is the first time I came upstairs, so I have not been back up here. And so the first thing I wanted to do when I did come up here today was make this video, and I'm sorry it took so long, girl. I hope you're doing well, and I have to actually email you, and I'm going to do that today because you guys out there in my YouTube world, I updated. If I had your phone number, I don't have it, and which is why you would not have received a text from me for New Year's and Christmas, because I unfortunately updated my software. Don't know if any of you have had this problem on my phone, and when I did the first time, it gave me some issues. It would not let me do like group texts. It would no longer let me send photos and stuff like that. But recently there was a second upgrade. Well, not recently, it was, I think, back in November or something like that, so, I don't know. And there was a second upgrade, and no, maybe December, I can't remember, I apologize. I need to start writing things down, right? The second upgrade came through, and my husband says to me, go ahead, do it. He was like, maybe they fixed the bugs of the first one. And when I did, I lost everything, guys. Everything. Pictures, phone numbers. Ugh, so I mean, it was ridiculous. It just finally messed it all up. So my hubby took it in, and he took it back to the store, and the guy was able to fix it. It took literally the guy like 5 or 6 hours, my husband said. Like, my husband dropped it off, and then he went back like on his lunch break, and it wasn't until like later that night. I think he said it was like 9:30 or 10 o'clock when the guy brought it to him. And now my husband took it to him, I think like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he said, you know. And he said it took the guy forever, and that the guy said to him, tell your wife not to upgrade it again. So now, even though my phone, and you know what, I'll show you guys, it's so funny because I'm always in fear that my son is going to press it. Even though, if you see my phone, you see the number 1 there where it says right here where it says upgrades, settings, that's because of the upgrade. Now the guy told my husband, make sure you tell your wife not to do it. So I'm not allowed to upgrade it because he says apparently my phone just does not have the capability to take the 6.0. So I'm back at the 5, but the good news is I can now send photos again, and I can now text again. The bad news is that I lost what was on there, that I hadn't uploaded yet, and I lost contacts. So little by little I'm getting them back. So I'm going to email those people that I would text, and we would talk and ask you guys if possible, to give me your numbers again if you're willing to share it again, so that I can say hi to you every now and then. If not, then I'll just say hi to you on here. So, hey girl, Anika, here I go. Let me get started because I'm rambling. Now, I have 9 questions, and I believe there were 10, and I don't know where I wrote the 10th one. So, I'm going to do these, okay? The first one is, how did you come up with your YouTube name? Growing up, I would often be asked what I was. I would be asked if I was white, if I was Cuban, if I was Spanish, if I was Italian. I would always be asked that, and I think it had to do more with the hair. I don't know why I would get asked, but I was the type of girl, you know how I always had curly hair, and I would spike it up, and whenever I would spike it up, people would ask if I was Italian, and then, back in the days, that was the style. And then if I slicked it back, they would ask me if I was Cuban. Don't ask me why. I don't know what it was, but I have no idea. I would constantly be asked that, and so I would always respond with, I'm Latina. Even though I was born here in New York, in the Bronx, my family's Puerto Rican, so I would say I'm Latina, And when I went on YouTube, Latina was actually taken, and several versions of it were taken. So I put together what my most favorite thing in the world to do is, and it's scrapping. and I put it together, Scrapping Latina, and it stuck. It actually took the name, and I said, yes. I said, so that's what it is, and I stayed with it. So the second one is, who or what inspired you to create a YouTube channel? The reason why I came on YouTube was because I was looking at scrapbook rooms. My husband and I were looking for a house, and one of the main things for the house was there had to be a space, whether it was a corner, a nook, a room, whatever it might have been. You know, I just wanted a space for my scrapbook and my crafting. In my apartment, it took up a lot of space of the living room, kind of dining room area. I mean, to the point that I no longer pretty much had a dining room area. And it kind of took up all the space because it was like, you know, as I got more stuff, you know, it was just there, you know, and it was a small apartment, so you really couldn't hide it or put it anywhere. And so one of the things I said to my husband was, I really want to have my own space. I don't care if it's a little corner somewhere. I don't care if it's a desk just on the side of a room that I can put up shelves on the wall. I don't care what it is. I just want it to be mine so that I can have all my stuff together and not have to worry about anybody passing and touching and tripping, you know, over it and stuff like that. So that was one of the mandatory requirements for a home. And we were lucky enough that, you know, well, 63 houses later, we found this one, and this one actually was big enough that I was able to have my own room. So I was so excited that I said to my husband, I really want to turn this into my castle. I want it to be my space and only my space, and I just wanted to just reflect me and me come in here and lose myself in here when I get the time. And he's like, okay. He's like, little by little we will. So what I started doing originally was I went on the internet and I started looking for scrapbook rooms, and I found the sites 2Ps and scrapbook.com and pictures. And in one of them, the lady actually had she had put in her comment, and she had a link to her video on YouTube on 2Ps. And when she did, I went over and I checked it out, and I said, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. I can see a tour, like, you know, they were showing details and everything, how they organize and everything. And so I started searching and searching, and I remember one of the first rooms that I saw was Cynthia's Scrapbook Room. That was the title. And it was gorgeous, just like red with black and white. It was gorgeous. And I remember saying to myself, oh my gosh, I want to tell her how beautiful it is, you know. And so in order to do so, you had to create a channel, you know, so you can comment. And so I did. I created my channel, and I said, okay. And I was able to comment on people's videos in the beginning, you know. So that was great. So then it says, have you always loved paper? I have. Paper crafts. I have. I used to be the one, I would love to color. And then I would, in the coloring book, I would cut out, you know, what we now call fuzzy cutting. I would cut it out, you know, the shape of the picture after I colored it and put it up on the wall. Back in the days, those magazines, the teen magazines and pop magazine, all that stuff, and that'll pretty much give you an idea of my age. But I would cut out the words and make collages. I would cut out the whatever, you know, those big title words and stuff like that, and or pictures of something I like, and I would make like a collage and put it up on my wall. Or I would take a picture frame, just a regular picture frame, and make a nice collage, and then put the picture frame up. And you know, I used to love to do that. So I've always liked paper crafts and stuff like that. I literally started scrapbooking when truly scrapbooking when my daughter was born. So imagine, my daughter's now 18, so it's been 18 years. That's when I started putting it all in books, and that's when I got my first scrapbook and started. So what the bleep don't you like about YouTube? I have to say the only thing, I mean, there's not much at all that I don't like about YouTube. I love you guys, you know. I mean, honestly, you guys rock, you know. You guys inspire me major. You enable me majorly. I mean, there's times you make me laugh. I've cried with some of you in some of your videos. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, the most... I'm going to say this, and I hope you don't mind, because I mean, you have the video, but Damaris, who is newlywed 06, I cried with you, girl, with that story of your son's conception, you know, when you were having a baby. Oh my gosh. Little Gio. So hi, Gio. And I love that, you know. And when you guys share your stories with us, I love that. I love being a part of your world, even if we are so far apart from each other. So, but the one thing that I don't like, one of the things, you know, small things that I don't like, is the pettiness that goes on here sometimes. Sometimes it's just some petty stuff that I just think, wow, really? How old are we? You know, like, is this really going on? And sometimes it does feel like high schoolish. And that's about it. That's just what sometimes I say to myself, okay, come on, seriously, people, let's grow up. You know, and that's really it. There's not really much that I don't like. I mean, yeah, you know, there's this dislike button and the like button, but you know, that's your option. I mean, hey, you want to dislike it, knock yourself out. I personally have never taken anything to heart when it came to me. Now, when it comes to my family and someone close to me, yeah, I do. You know, I don't. Maybe that's my problem. I've always had a pretty thick skin when it came to me. I just don't like other things, you know, attacking other people, you know. So I think that's more what I don't like, the pettiness. I don't know if that even makes any sense, but you know, that's that. The next one is one thing you would like your subscribers to get from your channel. Just a friendship. I can't even say that I inspire. I can't even say that. I mean, yeah, I know there was a time that people used to call me a huge enabler because I shop like crazy, and I haven't done that for a while, so maybe I've lost my post there, because I mean, after watching some of you guys out there, you guys have taken the crown away. Especially with this after Christmas stuff. Elizabeth Beady Beady Bomb Bomb, I was in awe with your video. You know, the one about the receipt when the register froze. That happened to me once, so it was so funny. It took me back to the day when it happened to me. And Marissa, Creative Young Mama, I love your hauls. So there's, you know, so you guys enable me, you inspire me. So I was hoping that the one thing I can give to you guys is the friendship. If I can keep you company while you're crafting, if I can make you laugh while you're crafting, you know, when I sometimes up here I'm just watching videos, if I could do that for you guys, I'm happy. When Dee put out a video, if anybody wanted to chat because she wanted to clean in her room, I did my first Skype session last week. I loved it. I'm happy that I could keep company. You know, with the girls, I did put myself that they didn't craft, but the fact that I could be there, that's awesome. You know, and if I can help you guys out, you know, that's what friends do. If you're looking for something and I can find it for you, I want to be able to help you and send it to you. So just a friendship, you know, just a friendship. I hope you can get that out of my channel, you know. What is your favorite company, stamps, paper, etc.? I'm gonna go with paper being the die cuts with a view. I absolutely love their paper. I have to tell you that I think that no matter what occasion, no matter what design, no matter what type of style, I think with die cuts with a view, you can honestly find what you're looking for. As far as stamps, I gotta tell you guys, I don't really have a favorite yet, but that might be my fault only because the stamps that I do have, I haven't really used. I have not started really practicing my coloring and stuff. I've done it a couple of times with the pencil and the Gamma Saw, but I have to tell you, I haven't really used them. And if you want to talk about my favorite now as in price and quality, I have to say Stampers Best, because I think their prices are amazing. And the fact that they're red rubber cling, I think is awesome. I really, really, really honestly do. I mean, they're better priced than some of the clear stamps, and I really think the clear stamps should be cheaper. You know, I think that the ones that should be the most expensive are like the wood mounted and stuff, because you get the best impression. But some of these clear stamps are really expensive, you know. And so if you want to say the best, my favorite now is Stampers Best because of their price and the quality of it. Now, I can't say too much about the actual stamps themselves because I have yet to stamp the, you know, to use them much. I've used maybe twice. That's it. And I don't have any of the other ones. I don't have Lawn Phone. I don't have La La Land. I don't have any of those. So I can't even compare to them. The only ones that I really have are Greeting Froms, and then the regular Fiskars ones, you know, Inka-Dika-Doo that you find. And I haven't used them. So I can't even say. I really can't compare. But that would be my favorite, you know, if anything, because of price. Stampers Best. And anything else, etc. favorite, I don't really have any. You know, like I have a bunch of Glimmer Mist and I have a bunch of Lindy's, but I can't compare the two because I haven't really used them. The only thing that I've honestly ever really used is my Smooch Sprays, which are these little bottles like that. These are the ones that I've used more than anything. And I can't say they're my favorite because there's nothing to compare it to. I have to use my Lindy's first. I have to use my Glimmer Mist to be able to say, yes, that's my favorite. So I can't even say. Number 7 is what is your zodiac? I'm a Libra. I think I'm pretty much to scale, no pun intended, what a Libra is. People have said that to me, you know. I have a balance, you know what I mean? I can balance the two. You know, there's a good and there's a bad, and I can balance it. I keep it pretty balanced out, you know. So I think a lot of people have said to me when they ask me and I say Libra, they actually have said, yeah, you know what, I could see that. So I don't exactly know what that means. You know, because I mean, how do you know, I'm just me, but they say, yeah, I can see a Libra in you. Yeah, you know what? So I'm like, okay, cool. Number 8 is what craft hobby would you like to learn in 2013? Oh my gosh, people, if you guys can teach me how to sew, if I can learn how to sew in 2013, I will be heaven, because I have been wanting to sew for years, and I cannot get it. I've sewed a couple of things, and I mean, if you guys remember last year, during the summer, I did the dress form challenge that Anika challenged me to, which, by the way, girl used to owe me, helping me with my paper. I don't even know where the dress form is not right now, so I can't even show you guys. My sewing there was horrible. It was done, but it was a mess. It was a mess. I really want to learn how to sew. And after watching Scrapping Maniac video where she used a machine on her layout, which was this one here, I went out and I picked it up, and I was saying, you know what, I can use this to learn how to sew on regular stuff, and then from there move on to a sewing machine when I learn. So that's what I really want to learn in 2013. Number 9, did you ever think you would make YouTube videos? No. If I meet you, you know, if we were introduced, or if we're out on the street or whatever, and I meet you, I'm like, hi, how are you? I can have a conversation. I'm very outgoing. I can be like, hey, you know, and we could talk and stuff like that. But as far as me going out there and presenting myself to like people I don't even know, don't even see, and just talking away and blurting things and even putting my face on camera, I mean, I never thought I would do that. Never, ever did I think I would do that. It wasn't until Silly Shy Susie's tag video last year that I did it, and I showed my face for the first time. And then the second time, I think, was just when the booby incident. If you guys remember the highlights of 2012, Jackie's supposedly booby incident, where I was showing my boobs, and then I showed my face on there to clear that up. But it's not something that I thought I would ever do, I have to tell you. And I still get embarrassed. I mean, it's a fun embarrassment, but I still get embarrassed when people recognize my voice. Black Friday, I was in AC Moore, and this one woman, hi Karen, if you're watching, I believe that was her name, and I apologize if it isn't, but she knows who she is, because I had went to pick up that 12 drawer cart from Recollections that was on sale, and which I found it in the frosted colors, and I love, so I'll show you guys that in my room tour. And I was standing by the Spellbinders, and she had mentioned to me that the Spellbinders were on sale in AC Moore. She found some on clearance, so she was mentioning it. I said, thank you very much. And just in that, you know, she recognized my voice. She turned to me and she says, you make YouTube videos? And I said, hi, yes, you know, I'm Jackie, I'm Scrappy Latina. And then I blushed. I mean, I think I must have turned every color. And if you guys remember, I was sick during the month of December, basically, you know, like I was sick during that time, so I had like a froggy throat, and I was so shocked that she could still recognize my voice, but she did. And it was so cool, but yet I was so embarrassed, because I was like, oh my gosh, she recognized me. And I told my husband, who was with me that day, and of course he's always trying to embarrass me. He said, can I make the announcement, Scrappy Latina is in the house and stuff like that? I'm like, no, and I always threaten to divorce him when he says he's gonna do that. But it's a good embarrassment, you know. It's funny, it's fun, you know. I love meeting new people, but like I said, it would be more of a one-to-one, not go on and not know who's going to see you, who's not going to see you, you know. So, you know, who you don't know type of thing, and you're just sharing yourself with them. So no, I didn't think I would ever make videos. Now I'm at 18. Oh, I don't even know if this is gonna upload, but I'm gonna stop here. I know there's a 10th question, and I cannot remember where I wrote it down. So 3 people I'm gonna tag. I know I'm supposed to tag 10, but unfortunately, since I took so long, it took a while for me to upload this, so most of my peeps have been tagged. I'm gonna tag Laura, who is Lauraluvlace. I'm going to tag Tammy, who is SS Crafter 1, and I'm going to tag my aunt Sonia. You guys have heard me talk about her. She's just created a YouTube channel. She's Sonia de Jesus here on YouTube, and check her out. She makes amazing stuff. She just started showing her haul videos, and I'm hoping soon she'll start showing you her projects, because they're amazing, and hopefully her room tour, because her room is coming out awesome. So check her out, and I'm tagging you 3 to go ahead and make this video. So I wish you all a happy weekend. Adios.